Hello listeners, my name is Oguntade Kolawole. I'm presenting paper of project titled Adaptive Performance Evaluation of High-Air sodium threshold for two varieties of wheat. The experiment was carried out at the Department of Agricultural and Bioresource Engineering in collaboration with the Department of Soil Science and Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Nigeria. And here are the presentation outline. In recent years, Nigeria government is trying to diversify from mono-economy and over-dependency on petroleum to multiple economy, and agriculture has been one of the sectors which has been relied upon for more foreign exchange. It was reported by Mandel and Mokopai 2015 that about 232 million hectares of land is used for the production of about 595 million metric tons of wheat yearly, and that Nigeria has comparative advantage in terms of climate, which is relatively favorable for large production of wheat in Nigeria. Flour from wheat is used for making of bread, cake, noodles, biscuits, and other confectionaries. There are several problems that orchestrated the need for this project, and which are some of the factors causing the low production of wheat in Nigeria. Some of these factors are low investment capital in agriculture, small farmland hold, low level of mechanized farming, lack of properly fitted farming equipment for crop production and processing, and part of this problem also are due to high capital cost of purchasing modern farm machinery, of which an average wheat farmer in Nigeria cannot afford to purchase and maintain this equipment. And as a result of this, whole farming operation including planting, harvesting, threshing and cleaning have been carried out manually. And during this manual threshing and cleaning of the crop, unwanted foreign materials like sand and dust are inadvertently brought into the canal, which ultimately affect the quality that the agricultural product in Nigeria produces. The aim of this project are based on the expectation that local farmers would like to have a functional and affordable machinery for the threshing of the crop instead of the flailing in bags or of loss. Also, they will prefer multi-crop thresher, which can be used for the processing of the other crop commonly cultivated by them. And ultimately, this study will increase the market value of the produces, reduce the drudgery of threshing and cleaning of the farm produce, and possibly lower the cost of the production. These were the materials used for the performance evaluation, which are existing high-air sodium threshold itself, digital tachometer, heat-200 electronic weighing balance, Hegic ham oven dryer, coarse stopwatch, unthreshed hard white wheat, and unthreshed hard red winter wheat. These are the formulas and method which was used to determine the text parameter during the performance evaluation. The oven dryer method were used for determination of moisture content, and the formula at equation 1 were used for determination of moisture content. Also, the cylinder speeds were measured using the tachometer, of which 3 levels of peripheral speed of 11.0, 12.8, and 14 cm per second were used at 24 and 36 kg per hour feed rates. And also, threshing efficiency were determined using the formula in equation 2, and as well as the cleaning efficiency. Also, the formula in equation 3 were used to determine the scatter losses obtained from the thresher as well as the throughput capacity. Germination viability was expressed by setting the ratio of quantity of germinated seed to the total numbers of seed planted, and also fuel consumption rates were determined to ascertain the amount of energy that will be needed to thresh a unit mass of each variety at each levels of moisture content. These are the statistical tools that were used during the performance evaluation. As you can see, the randomized complete block design RCB, they had factor levels of 2 varieties of wheat, each 2 levels of moisture content, 2 levels of variety, 2 levels of manual feed rate, and 3 levels of cylinder speed height will be shown in table 1 in the next slide. And also, a number of variants were used to compare the means of the response, and Duncan multiple range tests were used to rank the means at 95% levels of confidence. And these are the level of independent variable that were used for threshold evaluation. This is the picture of the machine during its performance evaluation. And the result and discussion. This is another result that shows the performance evaluation of the thresher. The result shows the significant and non-significant effect of the independent variable on all the tested parameters. The ANOVA result shows that there is no significant difference. As you can see, there is no significant difference in the replication of the experiment. And this means there was no bias in the treatment during the performance evaluation. And also as well, the effect of the moisture content on tested variables. The F values of moisture content of the crop shows that the levels of moisture content of the crop have no significant effect on all the tested parameters. This actually implies that the moisture content evaluated were adequate for threshing and cleaning of the crop. And also F values as per the effect of feed rate on all the tested parameters. The F values of feed rate for threshing and cleaning efficiency are found to be 0.13 and 0.12 respectively, and this implies no significant effect on both threshing and cleaning efficiency, but indicates that the effect of feed rate on scatter losses and throughput capacity obtained from the machine is highly significant. And as well, the effect of varieties of crop on the tested parameters, the varieties of the crop have high significant effect on the threshing efficiency and also scatter loss obtained from the machine. As it is shown by the cursor here, the varieties of the crop have high significant effect on the threshing efficiency and scatter loss obtained from the machine. This means that the thresher does not thresh both varieties at equal efficiency and that the quantity of scatter loss from each variety differ. The result also shows that the effect of crop variety on the machine's throughput capacity is highly significant. On the effect of cylinder speed on tested parameters, it shows that among all the tested parameters, only threshing efficiency has no significant effect to the machine speed, and also the cleaning efficiency and also throughput capacity are highly significant to the machine speed evaluated. This implies that the cleaning efficiency and amount of throughput that will be obtained from the machine will differ the more the cylinder speeds are varied. These are the Duncan multiple range tests that show the rank of those variables that were significant and highly significant. From the result, it shows that the feed rate of 36 kg per hour produced the mean scatter loss of 9.33%, which is lower than that of 24 kg per hour, which produces 10.09%. And also, the throughput capacity of 8.66 kg per hour compared to the one that the 24 kg per hour produces, which is a 6.34 kg per hour. And it also shows, and this result implies that the scatter loss obtained from the machine decreases as the feed rate increases, and also throughput capacity increases as the feed rate increases. It also shows as per the rank of varieties of the crop that hard white variety has a higher threshing efficiency of 95.55% than that of hard red winter wheat, which was 94.8. However, the thresher was able to thresh the two varieties to an efficiency of 95%. And also, the scatter loss of hard red winter wheat is lower than that of hard white wheat, which produces 10.9%. And it also reflects that mean, as you can see, it also revealed that the main throughput capacity of 7.72 kg per hour is obtained for hard red wheat, which is higher than that of hard white wheat, which is 7.27 kg per hour. And for cleaning efficiency and scatter loss, as per the effect of cylinder speed on the tested parameter, the cylinder speed of 700 rpm gives the highest values for each of the parameters, and for throughput capacity, each cylinder speed was in its own classes statistically, which implies that the throughput capacity obtained increases as the cylinder speed increases. This is the effect of moisture content of hard red winter wheat on soil consumption rate. This figure 1 shows that on hard red winter wheat, 0.37 liter per kilogram of fuel was consumed at the higher crop moisture content of 4.4%, and also 0.41 liter per kilogram of fuel at lower crop moisture content of 3.6%. It's expected that the fuel consumption rate decreases as the moisture content of the crop decreases, but while fixing the breakdown experienced during the experiment at 3.6% lower moisture content, the machine consumed more quantity of fuel. The figure 2 shows the effect of moisture content of hard white wheat on fuel consumption rate. It also shows that hard white wheat consumed 0.48 liter per kilogram of diesel, having threshed the crop at the higher level of moisture content of 4.7%, and also consumed 0.40 liter per kg of fuel at lower moisture content of 4.0. This result is in line with the expectation based on reasoning. And this is the result of viability test on each variety of wheat. It shows that the hard red winter wheat has germination efficiency of 67%, while hard white wheat has germination efficiency of 78%, which shows that white wheat is more viable in terms of germination compared to hard red winter wheat. But however, the low viability result cannot be blamed on the thresher, as hard threshed wheat sample give also these similar results. This is because of the fact that the wheat variety that were used were not meant to be sold as commercial seed. This conclusion, the high oxygen thresher was able to thresh the wheat to have about 95% threshing efficiency and also 82% cleaning efficiency. However, the performance of the thresher for wheat can be improved by reducing the size of the perforation in the cylinder through which the thresh kernel fall before being cleaned. And also the chute inlet for the feeding in of unthreshed crop should be redesigned to allow for more quantity of wheat. And after this recommendation, an on-field evaluation should be carried out in order to ascertain the maximum processing capability of the thresher for wheat. Thank you for listening, and we hope to receive questions, suggestions, and comments. Thank you.